I landed on my hands and knees, let's say. So all of a sudden, I was now situated. I had every single police agency on me. This was their excuse to say that for the first year I couldn't work because I had, you know, whether it's Trident, serious crime unit, SO19,
Mappa 5.
I was Mappa 3, but and then I had the biggest. I had the biggest one, which was National Security Division. So they
Mappa 3-1, Mappa 3-2, or Mappa 3-3.
I was 3-3. I was a national security, so I override anything. So they didn't even care. I didn't even have a probation. They came and saw me. So yeah. So now I'm trying to apply for jobs and so forth. I got knocked back about 30 times. They were informing me that before you can apply for anything, you need to tell us and we need to tell your employers. What is the likelihood of me receiving employment?
Of course. Sorry, can I just
yeah, please. Sorry.
You don't have to be scared of her, by the way. No, because Gooch, I had to tell him he's okay. He said, "Are you sure I'm gonna be all right?" Because he saw that thing with you and Chronik, innit? I said, "Nah, she's okay." Man.
Thank you. She seems to protect her.
Yeah, she's cool.
Man.
So basically, and this is a message that I feel like really needs to get out there. And I feel like a lot of ex-offenders or anybody that's offended goes through. It's like living in a nightmare. Being scared you're going to be knocked back. It happened to me. Like I came out of prison. I went uni. I got my degree. I got my bachelor's. I got my master's. And now it was time to apply for jobs. Not only was I scared, I was a bit embarrassed. I'm not going to lie. Do you understand that, you know, I have to go through all my convictions and then it's going to take me to a place that I don't even want to be. So I used to just, you know, and then I had a very, very good close family friend of mine was like, "You're crazy. Like, you know, you've gone to uni, you've done all these things.
You've done the work.
Like, you're more qualified than a lot of people. What are you doing? Apply." She said one thing to me that would never leave me. The worst thing anybody can say to you is a no. That's it. You'll go home, you'll try again. I applied for so many jobs and I got knocked back. And you know what? For me, I feel like I got knocked back because it was preparing me for the role that I do. I'm a substance misuse practitioner, so I work with service users who have got opiate misuse. That's what I personally do. And I remember being interviewed and...
Why is that passionate to you though?
Okay, for me...
I know, but...
Okay, cool. So I got into substance misuse when I lost my brother. My brother died of suicide. Suicide, overdose, heroin. Coming from a black background, taking things like that was a taboo. So it was something that I never, ever, ever expected for my brother to pass away from or even take alone. So when he passed away, I was applying for jobs and I went for the interview at substance misuse service. And that's the reason why I got my role, was because my experience going through dealing with somebody grieving through addiction and, you know, being able to also represent myself, a black woman, represent other ethnic minority who maybe look at it as a taboo, to get support when it comes to substance misuse, and also to educate ethnic minority about substance misuse, such as opiates. Because a lot of ethnic minority, we mainly focus on cannabis.
Oh, completely. It's the same amongst British Asians. Like, no one wants to talk about anyone doing heroin or...
So for me, that's how I got into...
Are you Asian?
I'm Pakistani.
Oh, did we talk about that last time? I didn't know.
I don't think we did.
Oh, that's
but it's true. It's the same thing. Like, a lot of people just don't want to acknowledge.
It's going mad. Just agree.
That have got history. And you know what I always tell people? At the end of the day, people are going to sit there and be like, "Oh, you should be ashamed of yourself. You're female." That was my story. That was a bus stop that, you know, that I got off at. But I'm still continuing. Me personally, I'm doing very, very, very well.
Good for you.
Alhamdulillah.
By the grace of God, I'm very blessed. Yeah. And the prison system did help me, but it only helped me because I wanted to help myself. I took time, I reflected, I looked at certain things, and I didn't want to be like that.
So you helped yourself?
Yeah, I help
How
myself.
did the prison system help you?
I'll help myself because I took accountability.
No, but I'm saying, how did the prison system help you to
okay.
rehabilitate?
Okay.
Did they help you rehabilitate?
Okay,
That's the
I
question.
would say they helped me because you know why?
Because they didn't help me with shit.
No, they did help me. That's why let me speak. They did help me because I was going into education. You see in life, yeah, you have facilities, yeah. We're adults. No one's going to come and force you to teach you how to read if you don't want to learn. Do you understand? For me personally, I started reading more, and you see when I started reading more in there, it opened my mind. It just gave me a different.
Did they tell you to read? Did they say you have to read, or did you just read?
No.
How did they help you rehabilitate?
The teachers in there, I had my plan, yeah, and I said to my teacher, "Look, I want to do this. I want to do that." She said to me, "All right, cool," because I already started uni previously.
I'm going to you mad, innit?
I'm going
to you mad on.
She said that she would help me. She bought me some books, like she bought me some psychology books, etc. She didn't have to do that. Do you understand what I'm saying?
So it created the circumstances in which then you could run with it and help yourself.
But I asked. In life, you have to ask.
Do you know what? I'm going mad for real because most of my time was in juvenile, wasn't it? Yeah, where you have to go education still.
Yeah.
And that was
and
actually
I had a
cool.
very good mentor in secure uni.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm joking.
Yeah, I had a very good mentor. She helped me. She was one person that helped me address my issue, why I was offending. I was offending and getting sent to secure unit, but there weren't probation at those times wasn't addressing the issue. They wasn't looking at the
core
foundation.
issue. Yeah, that's the thing.
There was other things, you understand? If they were probably resolved, would have been offending? No. But at the same time, you still have to take accountability and tell yourself, do you know what? I've gone through this. I'm going to change. No one's going to save you. No one, absolutely nobody. You have to try and save yourself.
You know what, yeah? Can I say something? Yeah, you see on this rehabilitation thing, yeah. This is what I think a lot of people overlook. Yeah. In my experience, yeah, I would say the majority, or at least half of the people in there, don't really want to be like anything other than what they are. Do you get what I'm gonna say? Yeah. Especially when you're talking about repeat offenders that have been doing this. Like she mentioned, she was getting secure unit, then go into the cannon scene. Like I went jail 16. There's certain man every single time I've gone back to jail, I've seen. Do you know what I'm saying?
They've seen you too.
And they've seen me too. They don't see me now though. You know what I'm saying? But but obviously there's just some people that are just gonna do what they're gonna do, and that's, you know what I'm saying to you. I'm not saying they lost cases, but like I was one of them. I've never gone, like, until probably my last time, I've never gone to prison and thought, oh, what can I find here to change myself? How can I better myself here? That's not where I was at with it. If anything, it made me a better criminal. Do you get what I'm saying? Because I was there with my notebook learning what I wanted to learn. Do you get what I'm saying? And meeting up with who I wanted to meet up with and being more linked up now.
Do you feel, Dwaine, Yusuf, that has something to do with not having a big enough bird?